Ms. Frazier. Ms. Frazier, would you please be here for me in the record?
Frazier.
Thank you.
And we did have an opportunity to pre-try this matter. Ms. Frazier is prepared to plead guilty to interfering with police officers in exchange on the other charges. I believe there was 3 additional charges would be dismissed, Your Honor.
Okay, so she's gonna plead straight up to count 2, counts 1, 3, and 4 dismissed. Okay, all right. Did you discuss your rights with counsel today? You understand those rights and the options those rights give you? And do you understand the possible penalty for this charge?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to the charge today?
Yes.
Counsel, would you voir dire incident date September 18?
Yes, Your Honor. Ma'am, on September 18th, were you in the city of Romulus?
Yes.
And have you consumed alcohol on that date, ma'am?
Yes.
Would you consider that you may have caused a disturbance? Were you guys supposed to leave the specific location?
Yes.
And did you fail to do so?
Yes.
Satisfy, Your Honor.
So am I. I'll dismiss counts 1, 3, and 4. What should I know before I sentence Ms. Frazier?
She lives in Ypsilanti by herself. She indicates she's not currently on probation or parole. She has been gainfully employed at McDonald's for approximately 3 months, Your
Okay.
Honor. She accepted responsibility today. I was going to suggest that we request a discovery, proceed further in this matter, and she just wanted to go ahead and accept responsibility for her actions. She indicates that, and it was not an idea.
It was a bad day.
I said, yep, I'm gonna go with what my colleague indicated.
Okay.
It was not a great day.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right. Ms. Frazier, is there anything you want to add to that? Don't feel that you have to. All right. So I've dismissed the 3 original counts. On count 2, fines a cost $500. That money's due within 5 days, which means we got to have it or we got to have a plan in place to get it. So if you go downstairs, they'll tell you what your options are. Any questions? Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
How about Anthony Laird?
5 school year.
All right, sir, did you read your rights form?
Yes, sir.
You understand those rights and the options those
Yeah.
rights present to you today?
Yes.
You understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
I am
And what's your daughter's name, sir?
Riley Mashure.
All right. And how many days did Riley miss?
I'm still 10 to 20, I think the prosecutor said.
Okay. All right. Counsel, you satisfied that meets the factual basis?
I am satisfied, Your Honor, and
All right,
if
so am I.
prefers, I can get a little more detail if necessary.
You got an actual number instead of a range?
Yes, it was 12 full days and 24 half days.
Okay.
Which, yep,
Okay, I can accept the plea. What grade she in this year, sir?
7th. She's at a new school,
Okay, where's she at now?
McBride.
Okay. Any attendance problems currently?
Well, I was just showing the prosecutor, I've actually got her riding the bus back and forth this year. It helps me out a bunch. And
Sure.
I'm still getting tardy notices text to my phone every night. So I talked with the prosecutor. I'm gonna have to go sit down and talk with the school and see what's going on. If it's,
Right.
I don't understand it.
Okay. All right, but full day absences have not been a problem since she's gotten on the bus?
Oh, no, sir.
Okay, okay. All right, so the way this works is for 9 months, no further attendance problems with Riley. And you don't go out and commit any other crimes. And then at the end of 9 months, we'll dismiss this. It won't stay on your record as a conviction. You understand that?
Sounds good to me.
Any questions?
No, sir.
All right, and if you're having issues, you need some help, come talk to us. We got resources. We can put you in touch.
Sure will. I appreciate it.
All right, any questions?
No, sir.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Counsel, I think that was your only one, wasn't it?
I believe so, Your Honor. Thank you again for letting me appear via Zoom today for this.
Have a great day.
You as well.
Jamie, what's Dad's name?
I'm sorry.
Dad's name. Who's?
He's here just with parties here, but I don't think he.
Oh, okay. All right. We don't need to get him out of here then.
Bustle, so you have Bustle and what's the other? Courtney.
All right, they're all together? And Mr. Hadley, look like you got them both? All right. Are they co-defendants or just,
Yes, sir.
all right. So let's bring up Bustle and Courtney together. Oh, I remember you guys. You're like sharing the Courtney name. Right.
Sharon.
Yep.
Here on the people's, cause your honor, I believe, I'll let you make the record here, probably easier.
Township. Since we requested the show class hearing, there's been significant progress.
Awesome.
What I would like to see part of the order was initially the part of the order was that they could back the ordinance enforcement officer Tom McCarter to do a compliance inspection. I think once they do that, kind of off the top of the that what needs to be done, we have no problem. I did tell council that if they're compliant between now and that next show class hearing date, I would be remiss to dismiss the show class hearing date and then dismiss the case.
Okay. So basically, we're gonna adjourn for a compliance inspection, right? Did we pick a date?
I'll defer to.
Heather, when's our next adjournment for hearing? Does that work?
I don't know if it's, enough time to get scheduled now.
December 9th.
Let's
Let's
do
do-
Yeah, I don't care.
Let's do that. December 9th sounds good.
Time?
1:30.
30.
Like good for everybody? All right, okay. Good luck, folks. Have a seat. Heather will get you a paper notice. Alonzo, is it Salcido?
Yes, Your Honor. Good, Josh. Judge Oakley, I'm with Mr. Alonso Salcida and Spanish interpreter.
What's your name?
Spanish interpreter. I'm gonna spell my name for the record.
Go ahead.
JUB and 14666.
Thank you. Would you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that you will accurately translate between English and Spanish, Spanish and English, so we can all discuss these files today? Let Mr. Salcido know what we talked about. November what?
Yes, November. That's not.
Mr. Hadley, I understand we're going to adjourn
Yes, Your Honor.
November 18.
My sincere apologies. One moment, Your Honor. I believe.
Time.
Thank you.
November 18th, 1:30.
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
All right, we'll get him a paper notice. Thank you for your help today.
Yeah.
Mr. Hadley, your appearance for Brandon Sims.
Josh Ed, Mr. Brandon Sims, who's making his way from the podium today. You come very good news, John. There's no need for contested restitution hearing today.
Good.
Mr. Rowley from the probation department did provide us with documentation in support of the restitution claims. My client and I reviewed those. We have no objections. We would ask the court to enter the restitution amount as detailed. I do believe that would be $1,041.67, Your Honor. and
Right.
Allocated with $616.87 owed to Rebecca Jinks. And the remaining $424.88 would be reimbursable to Cheryl.
And Mr. Rowley, we got addresses for those folks? Contact info?
Yes.
All right. What happened to Crosley and Wolf?
I, Christine Crossley, yeah.
Or was there any monetary claim for them?
So that's why I called you on, I believe it was Friday, to get some clarification, and, I had insurance help with those. I don't received her service help because I've been allowed to into it. And I started looking for everything over to the police and everything, and I turned in, what it was gonna cost to fix the car. And everything that my insurance wouldn't cover. because of what I already put into my gas tank.
All right, stop right there. So that hasn't been discussed today.
That we have.
How about if I pass on this and see where we're at with that? Give you a chance to look into that.
I think it's just been looked into, so I guess that's what I would prefer, I mean, without any documentation, support, Your Honor, I would ask.
They've got all kinds of documentation.
I'm not percent with it, Your Honor, 'cause today.
No, I understand that, but somehow it got missed. It's here. You just didn't get a chance to look at it, talk to them. I got a stack of stuff from these folks.
So yeah, if we could get past.
Yeah, I want you to bring up to speed. Sure, yeah. Got anything else?
No, it's it, Judge, I have to go there and see more. There's people out there, of course.
Is Rob here in person?
This is dismissed, so I just kicked him.
What was the
It's off to the side.
this one all the way over here?
Yeah,
Four?
yeah. It's not on the docket.
No, I understand. This, Jamie, did anybody talk to Paula Kozer about monies owed on other files?
Want to see the hand here, right?
Thank you. Would you let Mr. Young know that I've got something off docket that we want to talk about before he gets out of here?
So Your Honor.
Go ahead.
You're left with what would be the requisite documentation. I don't see anything, in a file that's would be sufficient for this. And again, this wouldn't bar anybody from filing a claim.
Okay.
Claims are in civil proceeding, but I guess
All right.
just for judicial efficiency, we asked to enter the restitution amount as agreed upon this time. Under the court rules, this issue can be revisited. This is a permanent bar.
Right.
So if there is additional documentation that would necessitate either like a further hearing, because again, I'm starting to hear allegations that may be stemming. There's multiple MDOPs, there's multiple victims, but I'm
Okay.
not sure where it is.
All right. Ms. Crosley, come on up so I'm not yelling at you. And you can just have a seat right there in front of that microphone if you don't mind. So do you have any out of pockets or you have some stuff that you think might be coming?
That was my insurance, which was $100 a piece.
A piece times how many?
Both vehicles.
All right. So you got $200 worth of deductible.
We would not oppose the entry of $200 in the deductible if, again, I think that's absolutely covered by the restitution statute.
But you anticipate some other costs or what?
It was completely totaled.
Okay.
They couldn't identify the liquid they had gotten into the engine through the gas.
Okay.
So now I don't have my card that I've had for 5 years.
Right.
Not emotional or anything, but
Well, you can sign emotional.
it was the last vehicle that my brother that was murdered. Drove in, and I put over $20,000 to keep it, and I wanted to keep it, because I've had
Right.
it for 5 years.
Right. 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 Right.
As much as I've done for this kid here, and let him stay, and I take care of his baby, and I pay for diapers, I do all that stuff, and he doesn't even pay for his kid. I'm sorry to get emotional.
That's okay. It's okay.
Someone in my insurance, not something or do what I paid for, and I dish out tons of money for insurance bills, all that stuff, and they won't even cover it because of motor pool. That's $12,000 I don't have.
So hold on. I'm confused why your insurance company didn't pay you anything for the car.
Because the first, they took me to the diligence at the shop, that they sent it to me to Gerber and Glass, because Gerber and Glass didn't take samples and everything. They said, I got screwed over between the insurance and basically him because of whatever he put into my gas tank. And since they didn't take the initiative of taking samples and certain stuff, they said it was fixed. And not even one day out of the shop did the motor blew.
Okay, so your insurance company wouldn't cover the loss because they claimed it wasn't his actions, it was the repair shop.
But then the shop got it too, so, but it would never have gone to the repair shop if it wasn't for him touching my.
Understood. Understood. Right. No, I hear you. I hear you.
Lost my car, I didn't even get back, they didn't even give me back as much as what I even, what I paid 5,000 for a transmission, I didn't even get that back for the total of the car.
Right.
And it's just, I know he ain't got money, I know he ain't got.
Yeah.
Cause I support his kid,
Right.
so it's not like, I don't even know what to say or what to ask.
Yeah. It ain't gonna make you whole. Right.
I'm not having to ask for, and I still got spray paint on the side of my house, I still can't even get off,
Mhm.
that's sitting there.
Right.
So Your Honor, I guess we're asking again,
No, I know,
Yeah.
I know. Her out of pocket's $200.
that's without being presented with something.
I know.
I understand.
So Ms. Crossley, there's nothing, I'm gonna order the $200 because that's the clear out of pocket, your deductibles. There's nothing that stops you from filing a civil action, against Mr. Sims. But he's got no money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can't buy a cup of coffee with it, but I hear you. But you know what? You're not going to want to hear this now, but I want you to remember it and chew on it a little bit. Still do nice things for people.
I do.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for your time. All right. So the restitution I'm going to order is the $424.88 for Jordan, the $616.87 for Jenkins, and the $200 for Crosby.
Your Honor,
And what's the plan to pay for all that?
so I just started working, I think it last Friday was the first paycheck. This Friday.
Where you working?
Second check.
What are they paying? Okay.
Your Honor, he's still in the process of having other matters need to be adjudicated, resolved at Washington, other than the major prohibitive factor in obtaining, I would say, more gainful employment right now. He's had background checks that got flagged, everything kind of tied with this, not this specific incident at the same time.
Right. How many hours are you getting at Bros? Is it full time?
I mean, last week I started Wednesday, so this is my first week. I don't know yet,
Yeah, but it's gonna be 40 hours at least. All right.
but with my background check still pending, they still need the employees, so they have to come in. But my background check flags,
You got some felonies on your record?
I recognize the Washington.
Pending. All right. Are you still living in Flint? I got a Flint address.
He's been housing unstable. He's been sleeping in his car.
All right. All right. All right. So I've ordered the restitution. Let's set this up for an in-house review. Emily, like 30 days to see what he's got in place for payments, some kind of regular payments.
Possibly speaking of work program that are required to have, he did get work program. So the things he was able to do when he
Yeah.
wasn't working, he at least took the initiative and they get some of those things started. So I know.
All right. So let me give you some advice you didn't ask for. Get a construction job. Generally speaking, they don't care what your background is. If you'll show up every day and work your ass off. All right. If you were down here, I'd give you a card for a guy that's down in Monroe that would probably hire you just because you said you'd show up. And if you showed up every day and just, kept your head down, didn't talk back and did exactly what you were told and did it hard, then you could have a home with this guy. You could have a career. And that's the kind of job you need. Roofing crew, just something that's hard work, but you got to be reliable. And you can make, $24 an hour. And they don't, seriously, they don't care how stupid you were as long as you show up every day and you do what you're told. But yeah, I think you have to do that. And just so you understand where my heart is, how old are you? 40 hours is a part-time job for a kid your age.
10 hours shifts. My first week in training, I'm trying to push 70 to 80 hours a week.
Yeah. Yeah, and find another job if you have to. So you got 40-hour job here and a 40-hour job there. Because now's the time to do it. You're 21, you can work your ass off and get up the next morning and do it again. You do it now so you don't have to do it when you're 50. Because you've been young and dumb, man. It's time to grow the hell up and start making up for lost ground. All right, let's review this in 30 days. And just so you know, I'm not going to put anybody in jail because they don't have money, but I'll put you in jail if I think you're not trying to find a job. You're going to get this restitution paid. All right. Good luck.
That's all I got for today.
Hey, Rob.
Yes. Pretty well. Sorry.
What's the?
It's not scheduled today, we just wanna know what, we don't want to land it.
In peaceful.
No. He just already worked this morning. He may have gone.
Sorry, 2,600 to 3,000, we'll get you itemized numbers.
Oh, that's extremely doable. Thank you, good sir. So we're just, that's what we had to adjourn the Spanish speaking case. We just have getting a dollar amount for what's
Okay.
owed to the vets and stuff. So that won't be a
Okay.
big problem.
Oh, this is the one.
Yeah, so with, I know that those,
The Jamie brought it in from, or somebody brought it in. Is it the Lord's Prayer?
Dear Father.
the interpreter services, they're squawking the day 30 foot. So they kind
Well, cause
of,
you
I
know
think
what
it starts to add up.
Right. Who was an interpreter?
Know the court about how.
Oh,
yeah.
because we were spending. Go talk to Mariah about what we're spending on interpreters this year.
Because we have a lot over there with, a lot of Arabic speaking cases. I don't just wherever the seat to be, but there will be different days where it's like. 40.
And the few other courts I've talked to, they're all having the same problem. It's like, we don't budget for this kind of stuff.
They're triaging it, so we try to get, we move those to the top and try to get through them quick so you get them off the clock, but still, I'm sure they get like a flat fee appearance to come into.
Well, the one we're using, it's 2 hour minimum.
Do you have any appointments tomorrow after we're done with our state docket? You got anything going on in the afternoon?
Yes, you have the juvenile, yeah.
I wanted like 5 minutes FaceTime with you at some point. I just need to get this thing over to somebody, I wanted to talk to you about.
But I'm at 2:30 only because,
Who is
oh,
it?
yeah, so you guys can meet in the middle, if that's, cause you're our house.
Yeah, I just need,
You're in this anyway.
yeah, it's just not
Yeah.
34th district
Right.
official business. I just want to talk to him about. a couple
Yeah,
of
just, we'll
things.
grab them.
Okay, sneak back for a cup of Joe.
All right.
If I'm abducted and I go missing, you heard me tell you right now, it's the AG's doings. They've
You're
got-
live streaming, they'll know.
You heard me, state of Michigan.
I'm still waiting to hear about your holiday schedule,
Next two. Eric reached out to me on that when he was like telling me, he's like, you tell me what they want to do it.
Yeah.
Leslie Knapp said she's gonna put out like a Charlie Brown table for free legal advice.
I love it. I love it.
Like, we'll have to draft some kind of waiver that says this is not actual legal advice.
Right.
Your lawyer's drunk
Yeah. Yeah.
and this is free.
Yeah.
But no, it's definitely happening. I'm excited.
Yeah. I got a couple different people I've talked to that want to come down.
Like Eric, I was talking the other day, just that place is more or less a living piece of history.
Oh, it absolutely is. Yeah.
A hard sneeze might knock it over though. I'll see you guys in the morning.
Yeah, Joe wants to.
Oh, I'll figure out with Jeff before I leave.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Well,
So. I'm also in Courtney, which is Steven's still out there. I think you, well, I know you had misspoken and told him. You charge 150, apply bond and close.
Who?
You know, Courtney and Bustle and Courtney. When they were sentenced. Mr. Courtney had a bond and you said apply bond and close. Ms. Bustle did not, but you said, I'm gonna apply your bond and close it. So I don't know if she realized that she still owes money. So,
You might have Josh explain that term.
I'm sorry. Don't let everyone stay.
Oh, hang on real quick, actually.
So when Courtney and Russell got sentenced, months ago, he had a bond just certified on both. He thought that Ms. Russell had.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Counsel, your appearance for the city of Woodhaven.
Morning, or I'm sorry, good afternoon, Your Honor, Edward Zolak, on behalf of the city of Woodhaven.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Peterson.
Good afternoon.
All right. Got a pre-trial and I guess pre-conference on the civil infraction schedule today.
Yes, Your Honor, and on behalf of the people, had a few moments to speak with the respondent defendant here. He's indicated today was the show cause, but I don't have a quarrel with you setting aside the show cause. I believe his car didn't function because we had court the next day and he still couldn't make it there. Last week he had the same problem. And I appreciate that with the unpredictable weather where I thought we were going to be in swimming suits today and we're in snow suits. I don't have a problem with setting it aside. Now, Mr. Peterson indicates that he would like to request a change of venue in this court on these matters. And I believe he'd be entitled now or at a later date to be heard on that. And then the people would decide how they're going to move forward at that point.
Okay. All right, Mr. Peterson, I think you filed something with the court. Was it yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think I've got everything. So I was able to look that over. And if I understand correctly, you're asking for a change of venue because you don't think you can get a fair shake at this court, bottom line?
Exactly.
Okay. I'll deny that. I don't know you personally. I don't remember the prior case. Matter of fact, I had to have Heather put your name in the system to even find out you had a prior case here. So I have no reason to think that I can't be fair and objective in this matter. So I'm going to deny your change of venue.
And Your Honor, also in the motion is reimbursement of $175 that the court took for transcripts in a previous case on 6/25/2018 jury trial, and I was denied my appeal. But I gave the clerk $175, and I do have witnesses of that fact.
Okay. Well, it's got nothing to do with this file, so I'm not going to deal with it right now. If you want, I don't know what we can find 2018. That's 5 years ago now, 4 years ago. We can look into it. I have my assumptions of what happened, but I'll be happy to see what information we can find out of the files and deal with that after we deal with today's matter.
May I ask the court to announce publicly to us the two charges that he faces today? So we might make them.
I'll tell you what I've got.
Please tell me.
I've got a copy of a ticket here if I can find it. I saw it earlier. I've got a copy of an appearance ticket that was issued on 12. I think that's 12/5. It might be a 6. It's a bad Xerox copy. Count 1 on the appearance ticket is a misdemeanor under ordinance 66-192, which appears to say litter in a public place. And then count 2 on the appearance ticket is marked civil infraction under 110-771, posting sign. I think it says posting signs without permit on public easement or right of way. So it looks like 1 misdemeanor, 1 civil infraction scheduled today.
Is the court inclined to entertain any motions on these charges on behalf of the people today?
Sure.
Mr.
Always.
Peterson, I need you, Mr. Peterson, hold on, because you and I have known each other for years, mostly on a friendly basis. Set the paper down and listen to what I'm going to say right now. Okay, do you mind? Your Honor, I'm going to ask, and I want you to interpret this carefully, that you nollie-cross the misdemeanor charge for the purpose of judicial economy and myself being brought in as a special prosecutor, being a stalwart to free speech and expression. With regard to the misdemeanor, I'm going to move to dismiss that charge today, Mr. Peterson. The judge is going to schedule, if he's inclined, another hearing date on the posting of a sign, apparently in violation of the Woodhaven ordinances, and we'll address that day. But I want you to understand that irrespective of what you feel about government and prosecutors and the court and the police and the procedures, that someone appreciates sometime your right of expression, right to move forward, and judicial economy. I don't believe it's in the interest of justice to tie up the system with a trial on whatever that littering charge is here today. So I'm making a motion to dismiss. I don't think you're going to oppose it, are you?
No.
All right.
I'll dismiss the misdemeanor.
Thanks for making the soliloquy. I always wanted to be in Shakespeare, Your Honor.
No,
I
that's-
appreciate the
that's fine.
opportunity.
Yeah, thank you.
So what we need to do then is we need to pick a date for the civil infraction, the sign, I'll call it the sign ticket. Probably would make sense instead of, you know, if it was a speeding ticket in the normal course of business, we could have a pre-hearing, we could have an informal hearing, and then if needed, formal hearing. I'm suggesting let's go to a formal hearing right now and be done with it. You agree?
The only problem is you don't have a witness.
No, I don't mean hold it right now. I mean schedule a formal
I mean, you
hearing.
would if you had it right now.
Right. You understand that?
What you gonna schedule?
For a formal hearing. I'm assuming he's gonna need somebody to testify as
Yes, we're gonna need it.
whoever wrote the ticket at least.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Did you bring your calendar out? And this probably won't take more than an hour.
No,
Okay,
and we're just gonna present one witness.
all right. So
And it's
do
gonna
you,
be very short
do you have your
testimony.
calendar?
No, but I see one up there and I can make some
Okay.
arrangements.
Mornings or afternoons, does it matter?
Afternoon, probably.
Afternoon's fine for me too. Your Honor.
Let's find a time slot we can do that.
We get out of the snow belt, maybe, Judge, a little bit?
So like, what are you saying, like the end of February?
Yes, I
Mid-February?
like that,
February, Monday the 26th in the afternoon?
certainly.
That's fine.
2
That's fine.
o'clock?
Judge, would you give me an opportunity just to?
Sure.
I do have a cell phone.
Yeah.
I'll text my secretary. That's
Yep.
February 26th, Monday. And that is at 2 o'clock, right?
Was this on the $175 issue? Was that on the case where there was a jury trial?
Yep.
Can you pull up that case number?
I appreciate you too.
No problem.
And may I make the record further, Your Honor, that Mr. Peterson, if you're interested in, because it's just a posting thing, on some other general civil infraction where you don't plead to that, to work something out to get and dispose of this matter, please contact me and let me know if you want like a nominal fine or cost or something else. I'm always willing to work with you on this. As you see today, this is our first meeting, except on the sidewalk in Lincoln Park.
Yeah.
And I'm not antagonistic against you. And if I'm telling you that I'm willing to give you a parking ticket instead of this sign ticket, please call me up in the court. Your Honor, will you work with them on fines and costs?
Yeah, if nothing else, we'll put him on a
So if you're
payment.
interested in that,
You get a card.
well, I got them all over. Don't be calling, doing no George
4055.
Foreman jokes or Dave Chappelle jokes, all right?
No.
Did you waiting for confirmation on that formal hearing time?
No, Judge, I'm just putting in the book. I'm very slow because I get sidetracked very easily. That was the problem when you have a,
2 p.m. works?
yes, no, when you have a background in broadcasting and music, so.
You talk too much. I understand. 2 p.m. on that February date. All right, we'll get you a written notice.
No, I can't. But,
You can't do it right
33rd will, no, 33rd.
Oh, that's right. Okay, because this isn't our case, the 33rd will send you a notice. Got that? All right, go downstairs. I'm gonna go down and talk to court administrators, see what kind of record we can find on this old case.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
And we'll keep the plea offer open. I gave him a broad parameter. If we can resolve it,
Well,
Helps the court.
if you two fellows work something out, we can do it by the mail
all right.
or email. Probably save. Of course, you're in Belleville now, aren't you? Didn't I say that?
Yeah,
Right, all right, so you're local. Save him the drive though.
Yeah.
All right, so if you guys work something out, just let the court know.
Yeah,
I'll
thank
see you downstairs. Mr. Peterson?
Thank you.
If we could figure out what happened. In his stuff he filed with me, he's complaining, he never got it. Because he's got to take that appeal. We don't.
Mr. Peterson, just remember your head. You're George Foreman today.
Yeah.
Next time we'll be Mike Tyson.
Right.
Because there's nothing in the anymore right now. We don't say anything about transfer.
She wouldn't say anything in the ROA.
We never do.
Well, the ROA would tell me what happened with the appeal.
I can find it.
Probably.
There's nothing in there on that.
Mm.
All it just says is the letter to Judge Green, and he complained about you, and that was it.
I recognize his face.
Drive, 34th District Court is now in session of Ryan.
Good morning, folks. Have a seat. You on? You good?
Yep, I'm good, thank you.
People versus Jeremiah Jackson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kevin Tomlin, on behalf of Jeremiah Jackson, who purchased my land.
Good morning, gentlemen. Counsel, is it safe for me to assume that you two are not going to object to a dismissal?
Oh, no objection.
All right, case is dismissed. Enjoy your day. You're welcome.
We can do Valley the Medina.
I'm looking for a Hadley. Oh, there we go. Marshawn Black.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
Hey, Josh Advocating on behalf of with Mr. Marshall Black, who's sitting right in the record.
Marshawn Black.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Time set for arraignment, pre-trial, and waiver formal arraignment, arraignment, as the court term pleaded not guilty, and like to resolve this matter today, via the people's plea offer. The disorderly and intoxicated person will be dismissed. Mr. Black will be pleading guilty. Stipulation, I believe it was the comfort in
Quality.
quality thing.
Yep.
Not the quality.
Yep. Okay. All right, sir, do you understand your rights and options after discussing those with Mr. Hadley?
Yes, sir.
You understand the possible penalty for this charge?
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to this added charge today? Are you pleading guilty?
Yeah.
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yeah.
November 8, 24 is our incident date. If you were to voir dire, counsel?
Absolutely. On November 8th of 2024, were you present in the city of Romulus, state of Michigan, County of Hampshire?
Yes.
And on that date, did
You have a conversation.
where your voice was raised and it may have distracted or caused other people to turn their attention to your conversation. Were you having, yeah. So, in that conversation, it disturbed the orderly business that they were conducting.
Yes.
Your Honor, I think the elements of it satisfied.
All right, so do I. I'll dismiss the original charge. What should I know about Mr. Black?
Mr. Black stands before this court humbly and says this was a bad night. Again, the election night was it wasn't the night of the election. It sounds like there was some pretty heated emotions that were going on in some discussions. Lost the school. It was incredibly sorry for what happened. Sincerely doesn't really expect to be back here again. I think it's gonna be a one-off.
All right, are you working?
Yes.
Where at?
AMC, Roses American Home,
How long you been in the business?
2 years.
Good. Thank you. Anything else you want me to consider?
Is there anything else you want to say to the judge? Just give me a chance. You don't have to say anything. Nothing about.
Okay. All right. I'm going to put you on a 12-month non-reporting probation. Condition number 1 is no new criminal charges. Condition number 2 is stay away from the Quality Inn at 9555 Middle Belt. Fines and court costs total $400. Can you pay that today?
Not today.
Go downstairs at the front counter and they'll talk options with you. Any questions?
No.
You're all set. Everything else I got is Medina, I think.
She's right here.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Are these in the order they came in?
Yes.
Have a good day.
All right.
I don't have any other file with your name on it.
Your Honor, I have Jarrell and Warren. It's just gonna be adjourned.
I have that.
So, yeah, we're done.
Miss Medina, Tammy Regay? How do you say it? Regay, come on up.
Christopher Medina, Your Honor, Mr. Gay. Mr. Gay, would you please say your full name for the record, ma'am?
Tammy Gay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Your Honor, at this time, with regard to the arraignment, we would wait for a reading and the client is prepared to plead guilty to no operator's license on a person, Your Honor, in exchange the original driving while license is.
Thank you. This, I figured it out. Yep. And ma'am, did you understand your rights and options when you discussed those with counsel? You understand the possible penalty for the charge of no valid operator's license on person? Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to that added charge today? Doing so freely and voluntarily? Did you drive a vehicle in Romulus on May 6, 2024 while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied? I will accept your plea to the added charge, dismiss the original charge. What should I consider before I sentence, counsel?
Mr. Gay indicates that she does reside locally here in Romulus with her father. She understands that she should not be driving without a valid license. She indicates that she is not employed around here. She does receive social security disability at this time. I do believe she would need to set up a payment plan.
Okay.
We would ask that the court impose fines and costs. She has accepted responsibility.
Okay. What's the status of the license? Any light at the end of the tunnel to get it back?
I was working on that when it was started.
Okay, this is probably gonna set you back, you understand that? Okay, all right. Anything you want me to consider, ma'am? All right, fines and costs on the file, $400. I'll send you downstairs and they can talk about your options. Payment plan, work some of the money off with community service, all the options you can discuss downstairs. Good luck.
Thank you, ma'am. You take care of yourself. Okay, so just make sure to go talk.
Is it Jaron Walzak? Jaron or Jaron? Come on up. Walzak, right?
Crystal Medina, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Walls. Mr. Walzak, would you please welcome me? Can you go ahead and state it again?
Your Walzak.
Your Honor, with regard to formal reading and Scanino, my client is prepared to plead responsible to a civil infraction, Your Honor. An agreed upon amount of $400.
Okay.
You open and talk to the police. Is that correct, sir?
All right, I'll take your plea. Can you pay the $4 today?
I cannot.
All right, options downstairs.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Next up is Frazier.
Crystal Marie Medina, Your Honor, on behalf of. Crystal Marie Medina.
Miss Frazier.
Oh.
Sorry.
Ms. Frazier.
I got it.
Let her go.
Technical,
There's a note about a warrant.
No, yeah, they haven't done anything with it. So
If we can catch her, we'll give her a date for that and get her. back.
What's your last
it
name?
should have been today.
Frazier.
Oh, if she would have given it to us, if the clerk would have pulled it, we've been handled it. It's Ryan's case.
Oh, what is it?
Government
It's not the same obstruction charge?
functions. Now, this was interfering. Yes, same day, same time.
Yeah, I think that was one of the 4 counts.
No,
Seriously.
disorderly interfered.
I can just talk.
And disorderly.
Sorry to interrupt, but I can just talk to David. He'll probably kick that.
Yeah, probably. Miss Frazier, you got one more charge that was up today that got missed. So just have a seat and let the attorney work that out.
I'll figure it out. Thank you so
All
much.
right, I'm sorry, Mr. Laird. Go ahead.
Crystal Marie Medina, on behalf of Mr. Laird, with regard to, sir, would you please state your full name for the record?
Thank you.
With regard to the arraignment, formal reading and standing, Your Honor, my client is prepared to plead guilty to malicious destruction of property. There is a recommendation and the people have consented.
Yep.
So in this case for a period of 6 months, Mr. Laird is remorseful for the way the situation was handled. It's a difficult situation with an employer. He did not feel that he had been treated fairly, and he should have handled things differently. He is here today to accept responsibility for that, Your Honor.
Thank you. You know if the complainant was here today?
I know that there were detailed notes. No, I do not think the complainant was here, but I know that Mr. Greco had detailed notes in which the complainant is not seeking restitution.
Okay,
Further, the complainant, I guess he had discussed this with him because he had specified that he was not seeking restitution.
okay, thank you. All right, you understand your rights and your options? And you understand the possible penalty for the charge? That was a yes? Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? All right, you want to voir dire for me? Incident date, October 25.
Okay, sir, on October 25, were you in the city of Romulus?
I was.
And sir, at that time, did you grab an object and throw it through a window?
I did.
And did that window belong to you? It was a vehicle, correct?
Yeah.
Satisfied, Your
I
Honor.
am too. What should I know?
Your Honor, he was just became employed with Gardner White. He indicates that he is currently in training and expects to be on full time. He's had a period of unemployment given the circumstance. He indicates he resides in Southgate with his brother. He is not currently on probation or parole.
Okay, this was a work situation that went south?
Work situation.
Okay, and you're working now?
Yeah.
Where at?
White.
Gardner White. Okay, anything else I should know? All right, I'll go along with the delayed sentence for 6 months. Court costs set in amount of $500. You've heard me tell people how to work that out. All right, anything else? You're welcome.
Oh, Your Honor.
I want to talk to Mr. Greco and then I'm going to call your next file.
Oh, okay.
You all set with it, is he gonna go to collection?
I'm good.
Yeah, collections. Curtly, you're up next. Mr. Greco? Mr. Greco?
This is.
Seizing of Joseph Loving, the story beginning at the only broken starting, only broken, something that means. And labor. See that we have business here in studies together.
Same substance address. Okay. First name is just. Instead of showing, it's just say it's like Samuel Line.
Yeah,
Something like that.
that's the, yeah.
Okay. Your phone, please, Still, I'm assuming they're gonna go to water.
Yeah, no, obviously they're very nice and I've got the number.
Okay. What's it, you know what that Cypress address, how does this say?
Yeah, it's correct. There is a business.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, if you give me a number, I appreciate it. All right. Curtly, come on up. Counsel.
Christopher Medina, on behalf of Mr. Purdy. Mr. Purdy, would you please see your name for the record, sir? Your Honor, with regard to the arraignment, we would waive formal reading and stand you. Mr. Purdy is prepared to plead guilty to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, as well as a double parking, Your Honor, with an agreed upon fine.
All right, Mr. Curtly. Between the two of us. Mr. Curtly, did you discuss your rights and options today? You understand those rights and options? You understand the possible penalty for allow an unlicensed driver to operate? And understanding all of that, you're pleading guilty to that charge, correct? Freely and voluntarily? All right. Counsel, would you voir dire November 2, 24?
November 2, yes, sir, on November 2nd of 2024. And at that time, were you operating?
Yes.
So you allowed yourself to drive that motor vehicle knowing you do not have a license? Yes or no? Is it a yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, satisfied, Your Honor.
So am I. So is the intention, because the number on here is 550 for
The double part.
plus whatever I do for the misdemeanor. All right. Any objections if I just dismiss outright the civil infraction and just hit him harder fines and costs on the misdemeanor? To him, it's no difference, but it saves them work. Understand? We're just processing one file instead of two that way. You're okay with that?
I think.
All right.
On Mr. Greco's part.
Okay. What should I know about the gentleman before I sentence?
I want to read. Examination of the driving license. He is making efforts to obtain another license, and this resolution hopefully will put him in an okay position.
Yeah. You working?
I'm disabled.
Okay. What's standing between you and a license? What do you got to do to get right? Okay. All right. So you got to wait a year before you can ask. Okay. All right. Anything else you want me to know? All right. Let's see. Fines and costs total $1,000. I'm going to send you downstairs to talk about options because I'm assuming you didn't bring a grand with you today. All right.
Saving auxiliary options,
Understand you have options that don't include money. So ask them about that downstairs. And last one I've got ready is Hernandez.
Yes, Your Honor, he does require a Spanish interpreter. However, there's a resolution to 2 civil infractions. I am prepared to, okay. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Gracias, señor. Crystal Marie Medina, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Hernandez, with regard to the arraignment, I would wait for more reading and standing you confidently, Your Honor. I have been able to speak to him directly in his foreign and native language, and I'm going to ask him to state his name for the record.
Rafael Antonio Hernandez.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I am prepared to be responsible on his behalf. I believe it was an impeding traffic with an agreed upon amount of $500. Parking with an agreed upon amount of $550, Your Honor.
All right. And same thing. I'm going to take it one file and hit him for 1,050 on that file.
Ok, perfecto. So lo que él va a hacer es que en vez de 2 infracciones de parqueo, va a hacer una infracción de parqueo, se le va a cobrar la cantidad completa. Ok, se van a hacer 1,005 y una infracción de parqueo.
I'll put it on.
Pay $500 today, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm going to put it on the B file if that's all right. All right. That's- Sure. Sure.
So vas a pagar 500 horas. Okay? And let me give him.
Yeah, Mr. Hernandez, as per your agreement, total fines and costs $1,050.
De acuerdo, los totales son $1,050. And pues, having that is just gonna be one person, one person. Okay? Okay,
We'll accept 500 today and you can set up payments on the rest.
so puedes pagar 500 hoy y ya el resto puedes coordinar con ellos y esa es mi información, señor, ¿ok? Cuídate mucho, ándale pues, que estés muy bien.
Say-
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Oh, that was quick. Thanks. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yeah, very nice.
Awesome.
But that little team, and the next thing is going to two people. And then this family owns 4 neighbors. So there's 61 people. They're telling me to bring it. I gotta go cross the road twice because I can't hit a dead.
Okay. Yeah,
So my purposes, that's like 50,000 weeks.
yeah.
So this guy doing something simple.
Right.
I talked to this guy, he's like, yeah, I'm interested in talking about it. My thought is if we could come across here and come across here and we can all split the cost, then we've all got water on.
We've all got it. Yeah, he's a very nice man.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
assuming they bought this with the idea to do something.
Right,
I mean, even if they're gonna sell it, why it's gonna be worth.
Sure.
Well,
Well,
I
you're
figured-
setting it up and split the cost.
That's, I think it's worth talking about.
Yeah, thanks. That was, I mean, talk about serendipity.
Yeah.
I mean, I just sent the letter yesterday.
Right.
It was a,
Government.
Okay.
Just same day, same.
We have the-
We can.
No.
Let's kick it. Thank you, Judge, if I could give that back to you.
Yeah.
Ms. Frazier.
Dismissed?
Yep.
I'm not gonna put it on the record.
Oh, okay. Ms. Frazier, you're all set, it's being dismissed.
Hey, Dave. How you say the last thing? Roger?
I don't know. I just know he goes by Sam.
Well, if there's a business, I might just stop by the Cypress address.
Yeah. Well, if it's the same address, there is a business there.
That's the address that's on the assessor's office to the blank 20 acres, to the vacant 20 acres. Hold on. No.
I just put with Vic.
You gave me the one I brought as well. Sorry.
she gave you the one that.
Oh, you got the other one?
I have a piece of paper with the name.
That's all right.
Yeah, but he goes,
Yeah, right, right.
yeah, but Judge, he goes by Sam, very nice man.
Okay, thanks. Is this guy out here yours?
Yes, sir.
German?
We're setting for a FPT with a complaint to
Okay, what's the name?
Dante Carey,
Carrie with a K or a C?
C.
Thank you.
Sir. We're gonna do that once.
All right, you don't need it on the record.
No, I think
I can.
Dave knows that the CW's too.
I'm gonna make a note in the file to that effect.
Cool.
What date did you pick?
The second. No, that's. And you're on, this is, to be hand the form directly to you. You need to go to.
Sure, sure.
I just saw an email from you. My phone, I can't figure out where I put it.
Oh, that's fine. It was just the stip.
Is that 8:50? Is that the
Yeah.
time? All right, Mr. Carey, we're gonna get you notice for this new court date. Your bond's continued. You're welcome.
I have a lot of.
You adjourned one a minute ago, though. Do you remember the name on it?
Jarrell Warren.
Warren? Thanks.
You may even have, people. So. Yeah, I got the other stuff done for you.
Okay.
We're gonna scan that and send it over. That was fun though, because I had to do the little bit of the legwork on the tax part, because I hadn't read it in a while. I'm like, man, things have changed a little bit.
Am I right? Is there still an exemption if I transfer it to one entity I control to another?
That part was easy.
Okay.
The hard part was how to get your exemption file, like the legwork of, do I fill out, where's my TPS report? Is this Form B or Form C?
Well, it
Like
used to be, you just had to reference the exemption where it says
on
how
the,
much the revenue tax is. You just said exempt under MCL, blah, 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 blah.
now it looks like there's, I
I gotta
got
file an affidavit or something?
with the state.
Okay.
So there's like it's a two-prong or something. The
Okay.
county's got to get notified, and there was something with the state treasurer. It
Okay.
sounded like.
Great. I didn't know all that.
Yeah, it took me a minute. So it's one of those fun ones where I'm like, well, good. I need to know these things.
Okay.
Every so often. Anyway.
Good.
Just curious, hypothetically speaking,
We are live streaming, you know.
I'll ask good.
Here.
What's a hypothetical? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. So. If an attorney is running a plaintiff civil litigation. Also is like the principal owner of a debt collection. May they sell? It's a different, what it looks like right now is the law firm who is the plaintiff attorney. Of an original case, assigned. Well, there's no judgment. It's a claim to a breach of release. So there's already a fight about standing. Standing. As I was going through trying to figure out who owned the debt collection company that assumed the interest and the ability to file soon.
Is there a line out there in the hallway?
Yeah, I'll take it out. So, you know, I was just like, I went through the rules of professional conduct, and it almost sounds like if you disclose.
Yeah.
That I have an interest in these different businesses, it's not really an issue. That's. What was interesting was I looked at this. So the plaintiff's claim.
In this courtroom moment, the judge questions a defendant who admits to allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a vehicle. After confirming that the defendant understands his rights and the possible penalties, the judge accepts the guilty plea. The court then discusses whether to dismiss a related civil infraction and instead focus on sentencing for the misdemeanor charge to simplify the case and avoid processing multiple files. Before issuing the sentence, the judge asks about the defendant's situation, including whether he is working and what steps he needs to take to obtain a valid driver's license. The defendant explains that he is currently disabled and must wait about a year before he can apply for a license again. Taking these circumstances into account, the judge imposes $1,000 in fines and court costs, but explains that the defendant can speak with the court office downstairs about payment options or alternatives that may not require immediate cash payment. Later, another case is handled quickly when a defendant agrees to resolve 2 traffic infractions through a settlement. The judge accepts the agreement, requiring $1,050 in total fines, with $500 paid immediately and the rest set up through a payment plan. The judge then dismisses another matter and moves on to the next case. Question: do you think courts should allow payment plans for fines, or should all penalties be paid immediately? If you enjoy real courtroom cases like this, like the video and subscribe for more courtroom moments.